they should avoid relegation.
Yeah.
Is there something to play for?
No.
Why are they here?
Well, that's a bit deep.
You know what I mean? Like, hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Dub Sessions podcast. Mo Salah, Mo Salad, Mo Salah, Mo Salah.
No, there's nowhere at the top this week, and then the news came out today that he's close to renewing. Anyway, carry on with our intro.
What did we just say? What did we literally just say?
Don't know.
In the intro before this intro, I was like, he said, "Have you seen the news?" I was like, "Yes, it's talking point number 3 in our intro, so don't say anything." Literally, the first words that come out of his mouth is saying the thing.
I didn't say anything. I showed my top.
Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Dub Sessions podcast. We have not changed. Presented by me, James Double, aka LFC_J Dubs, and my brother.
Random, aka Dubs LFC.
Bit of a mixed week.
Salah might be starting.
We're not there yet. How are you feeling?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, mixed week, win,
Shit,
loss.
Yeah.
We'll get into the details of it. Twitter gone into meltdown.
They did, yes. Showboat shit again.
Oh, I like that. I like that thread. How that lasts in November.
It's stupid. It is just.
I find it funny how we're probably the only fan base who, and I'm not saying we're as in inclusive because it's probably a minority that blow up, but could be 11 points clear and think all of our team is shit.
Literally.
Now, don't get me wrong, energy's lacking, and it is, and that's fair. It is lacking.
What annoys me
The quality's still good, as in the players are still there.
is some of the things that people say Shoba's not good at, flair and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, he's set up to not have that flair. That is what a modern day system is. Look at Grealish at City.
Yeah.
Pep got rid of all his flair, play systematic, and that is what Shobo is doing.
Yeah.
He is told to pass. We aren't shooting anywhere. One of my things I said, we aren't shooting anywhere as near as much as we did last year from outside the box. Like other than Macca's shot, like we aren't taking those pop shots anymore.
No.
Even though we have the quality more the quality than we've ever had to do it in all positions.
Well, you think literally not to go into the Fulham game yet, but you think about the Fulham game last year, where it was
all four
of ours were just insane.
Yeah.
Which, again, it's funny that Macca turns up against Fulham with bangers, but no, I get that. But
sorry,
yeah, that's fine. But complaining about the lack of flair or whatever from Shobo, that's such a football Twitter point of view from point of I don't understand the game. I don't understand the game. I just like to see fun things.
That's what I get. Like some of the 1-2s that he does, you can see he wants to do and he wants to show his flair, but he's told to retain the ball and pass.
There'll be the same people that want us to have Doku.
Yeah.
It's like I wouldn't go near him with a much. I would either. Like great at beating a man, but I need a system player. I need someone that can.
Someone replied to me saying it's like Genie, as in not the style player, but like where you don't appreciate him while he's there. That's what, and I agreed. And someone was like, "He's nothing like Genie." We're not saying he's like Genie.
That's like 90% of interactions, though, isn't it? It's like you're not actually reading the tweets.
And he's like, "Oh no, Genie, like." People really appreciated when I was like, no, they really did.
Literally did it. Everyone was like, I can't believe he's demanding more money. He doesn't do anything with us.
Literally.
Genie leaves. Oh, where's that really crucial player that does everything?
Retain the ball anymore.
Does everything. Retains the ball, gets the ball back, box to box, all of the above. Scores a couple of goals against Barca in a semi-final, but we won't go there. So yeah, like I said, as promised, that we were going to get onto it, but it's already been spoiled. Some developments, it seems, in the Salah and Virgil contracts. So both just essentially saying positive talks, progression, sort of thing.
Was it Joyce that said Salah today?
Joyce was the Salah one, I think.
And then
yesterday was just an interview with Virgil, wasn't it?
No, I think Romano.
Oh, was it?
Fabrizio said about Virgil being close.
Oh, okay.
Yesterday, and he put a tweet out today saying both of them are close.
Yeah. Timing interesting. From a point of view of the whole theory that they've already signed.
Yeah.
Are they going to drip feed this information out now? Now that you could imagine in the background Trent's like, I've gone. Are they like, okay?
Does he want to go to a team that loses 3-0 faster?
Well, that is the interesting question. Does he want to go to a defensive leaky team where he's going to have to not be defensively leaky? Because like in all fairness to Real Madrid last night, a couple of their attacking plays. I watched most of it. Attacking wise, like save for a bit of selfishness and individuality, which we've spoken about before, they can move forward really fast.
Yeah.
Like they have the quality there.
They did have a lot of defenders out as well, didn't they?
Well, they had Asensio as a wait. He is the centre back, isn't he?
He is a backup. He's like Quansah playing for us.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously Valverde right back. They had Alaba at left.
Yeah, Valverde doesn't play right back though.
No, exactly. But as in,
I think they had two right backs out. Yeah.
And then very interesting lineup.
Was Rudiger playing? Was he injured?
No, he was there.
So who's the injured one? Militao.
Yeah, he's out for the season.
Yeah.
Camavinga getting red carded as well. I don't see.
Is he get red carded?
He got red carded for doing what Declan Rice did and
kicking the ball away.
Kicking the ball away. Got a red card in the 90th minute. Literally last minute of the game, second yellow.
I need to get back to this. I need to quote tweet every single person. You'll never see this again.
Yeah. No, I literally thought the same thing. I was like, happened against you in a quarter in it. We'll talk about it briefly then. Declan Rice's free kick goals.
Yeah, good.
Like insane. No.
Apparently he was told not to shoot.
Oh yeah, no. So I saw that thread. Is you saw the video of Yova, I'm guessing that's his name, whatever his name is, being like whip it, and everyone's like, oh, he told him to shoot.
No, he didn't.
Post match, Declan Rice was like, no, he was telling me to cross it. Saka said shoot, so I went for it. Yeah. Just like, how can you bait your own?
Which is even crazier because if Saka wasn't on the pitch and still injured, he wouldn't have shot.
Yeah, crazy. What was that for the second one?
Yeah.
I assumed it was the first, but
I don't know. One of them.
Saka won the second one, so Saka won the second one, so it probably was that one. The first one was like around the post whip.
Yeah. But what one was he telling him to cross it?
I don't know.
Okay, whatever one it was, but apparently Saka said if you're feeling the words are if you're feeling it, do it.
Yeah, which you can imagine was the second one after the first one. Like the second one, he had no right to do what he did.
We need to shoot more.
1,000%. I completely agree.
Like without Trent on the pitch, show those free kicks. The same free kick that gets shared at every international.
He scored about 30, but
I got shared last night as well. But even Verge can take them.
Yeah, I've seen clips of Verge.
Sattler can take them. I don't know why we don't shoot more.
This will come down to the same reason we didn't mark Dan Burn on the corners for the final, is because in slots like calculations and systems, you're less likely to score.
Yeah, but at the same time, like crossing it into like
we never get it past like first man or whatever on the wall. Any of the above.
Jota up top, like he's good at the head, but he's not tall enough to do it every single time.
Exactly. No, I completely agree.
He'll get to 1 out of 5, 6 balls.
Yeah. So we'll go into the summary of the pod then after that brief interlude. We'll round off with a brand new game today. I haven't got a name for it. It's just a game that Ben's going to play. He's going to challenge him. We'll see.
James's challenge.
It's called James's challenge, and it's actually my lucky number. Or we might call it just for today, the Andy Robbo. My lucky number is number 26. We'll get that.
Why is it number 26?
Why is my lucky number 26? Yeah. Because I was born on May 27th, and my mum always used to think my birthday was on the 26th. Throw mum under the bus.
She used to thought, it's the same thing. I was born on the 22nd, she always used to think it was the 21st.
I mean, I'm not going to comment on what women go through when they're giving birth. It's completely fair enough if you forget the date. That's fine. I'll allow it. Of course, we'll round off with moment of the week. We'll preview the upcoming game against West Ham, but first we will review both the games that have gone on recently. We'll start with the bad one, Fulham, so that we can ride out on a high. And Fulham is fresh in our minds-ish. I say ish because I didn't actually manage to watch the game. I was busy shopping for furniture for the house. But you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Correct. I'll let you dive in with your sort of analysis and how you're feeling. I've got some notes from the highlights.
I feel like we were just sluggish. Like obviously Maka, wonder strike, what a goal.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just feel like we switched off. Like I can't remember the number, like what number each goal was. I did go for a wee at one of the goals, and I came back and I was like, for fuck's sake! I think it was the second goal.
If I quickly go through the goals,
I think it's the one where he flicked it over Verge.
So yeah, I'll quickly go through the goals. So the first one was gifted by Curtis Jones by accident. So
Was that the one that Robbo crossed field or not?
No. So the ball got crossed in.
I have something to say about this. In youth football, when I'm like 7 years old, don't pass across the back like that. How?
So I always say this and have the same opinion, and then I remember that they're getting paid 200k a week to do this thing.
So it should go directly to the players' feet.
They're probably better at passing across the back than 6-year-old James, who can't kick the ball 10 yards when I'm aiming for someone 30 yards.
You can't kick ball anymore.
Correct. I would probably break my knee if I do it now, so we'll see. We'll go back to the first
younger one.
So first goal was a cross from whoever the right wing was. I don't know if it's Session or Muniz, but Curtis is at the back post.
I've seen that one. Yeah.
And then it's just a Session finish. It's a good finish, beats the keeper. Kelleher couldn't do anything. Unfortunate from Jones, but again, very fortunate that it bounced in that way. I'd say Jones could have cleared it if he had.
The
right footing.
Is all 3 goals were mistakes. They weren't even.
So we'll keep going through them because that's literally where I'm going. So the second was the Robbo one. So
crossfield.
I've seen it now. He gets it wrong 3 times. So crossfield pass, Iwobi gets the ball. He then runs in
to try and block it. And it hits him for a deflection.
Yeah.
Done it?
No. So there's another one. Oh, so they try and shoot and it pops up and it hits Robbo. He tries to head it clear. He heads it to Iwobi again at the back post, who then has a shot, hits Robbo, goes in. So all 3 times, I would say 1 bad choice, 2 unfortunate. Like the crossfield pass was poor. It was a mistake.
That's all we call it.
Like own up to it and hold your hands up. But the other 2 were unfortunate.
That goal was a good goal, as in like a flicker. At first I thought it was hitting Verge. Do you know what I mean?
People were slating Virgil for it. In the same way that
did people say who was Bergkamp's goal against? It's not at that level, don't get me wrong, but were they slating the defender there or praising the forward for a good play?
But whenever, and like again, not saying this guy's to his level either, whenever Ronaldinho did a trick, you didn't judge the defending of the player. You judged
that's what I'm saying.
You praised the skill of the attacker.
It was a good skill.
And these are Premier League footballers. Don't knock Virgil for it. Praise Muniz for managing to get past Virgil, 100%. Who barely anyone does. With skill as well. It wasn't like it was a mistake from Virgil. He may have been stronger. He may have,
in my opinion,
stood up more.
Virg is rarely man tight.
Yeah.
I don't see him being man tight all the time. And in that instance, he had to be to hold the line where he was.
He didn't see that skill coming on. Which is fine. And I'll give another analysis which I had about Virgil, and then you can sort of run off it. So probably one of the worst showings of Virgil in the game that has ever been seen for a Liverpool show.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Like sluggish, just
didn't look right.
Slow to the ball, not confident. But not confident.
Now, what was the one where he tried to clear it or something and then they were through? Was that one? Ran across and tried to.
Yeah, I think that was one other one. Yeah.
But they didn't score from it.
No. Yeah, was that the first one? Oh, and then, we'll get onto it because there's quite a few talking points, so we might as well look at the other one. They had a double penalty shout.
Nah.
Have you seen this? You haven't seen it? So,
no, I have. Then it's not.
Do you not think?
Nah.
So I'll hold my hands up, and I think both are.
Nah.
So Kelleher takes out the winger.
Nah.
If it was Liverpool, I would want both.
No chance.
I didn't see it live, but to me, both are contact and both are penalties. No. I can't remember. What was the other one, Virgil?
It was in the same instant.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
They touched the ball after, though, didn't they?
I don't know.
The ball was Kelleher didn't foul him while he was trying to shoot.
Right.
He passed it, and then it was just a motion that took them together, kind of thing.
Right.
So he'd already committed to going down. This is what I read it from it. He already committed to going down, and he passed it across, and then they just came together.
Right.
He's not stopping him from doing anything else.
Right.
He's already made the play, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So that one's fine.
And then the Verge one was when he was going to try and shoot.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I can't remember exactly what happened.
Yeah. That one they come together.
Went on again, but
that one they come together and just collide, but both missed the
still. I don't think.
No, that's fine.
They would be very.
Didn't watch it live, but they looked like 2 clumsy efforts and should have been penalty.
But can we just say, Arsenal fans were still complaining about that? Arsenal, they were like, "Oh, if this was against us, it'd be given and all this kind of stuff." PJ Malal. The difference between Arsenal and Fulham is that they don't rely on the decisions; they still went on and won.
Yeah, literally.
Don't complain about it. Go and win the game anyway. Don't rely on these decisions to make
Yeah, and that's it. It's like so.
Yeah, okay, one-off game you can complain about, like the Spurs for us. Like,
Hmm.
but we have decisions go against us all year, but we've managed to go and get the wins anyway.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
completely. And like people saying, without refereeing decisions, we would have had so many points. I'm like, well, why didn't you get them anyway?
We would.
Some of them would have been.
We would have had more
negatively impacting the game, but there's proof in history that people still win those games in the face of adversity, as it were. Will Maxwell talk about a nice moment is Macca's goal.
Yeah, class.
Always forget he has it in his locker, and then he just pops up and scores a screamer, and he'll go away for another 3 months, and
it's because we don't
pop up later. Yeah,
we literally don't shoot.
I wonder why.
I'd say the person that shoots most outside the box is Graf at the moment. Graf has taken more pop shots than anyone.
I have noticed him taking more and more.
Yeah.
Is it because he's the one getting in the position more than others?
I think
Chauvin gets closed down every single time.
If Graf is there, that means we're against a low block team.
That's fair.
So maybe
we're needing pop shots, sort of thing.
If Graf isn't there, then we're against
the only other one that I've thrown there, and obviously not been doing it recently, is Gakpo. He always takes a cut in, takes a shot, and usually on target or otherwise. One of the questions I did want to ask, and it's not slander, and it's not an attempt to rip him. Would Ali have saved any of the goals?
Possibly.
The one from Muniz, the skill against Virgil, like goes through Kelleher's legs. I would back Ali to save. I probably would back Kelleher to save. But
but this is the difference between, like, when we spoke about it before, we don't, like, complain Kelleher's in goal.
No.
But there's still a drop-off.
Correct.
Right, and that's it. You've got it from the best keeper in the world. There's going to be a drop off.
No, exactly, and that's what we've always said. And I think these are the fine margins where 9 out of 10 times keepers don't save that, but
the Newcastle
Ali
game,
does.
The Newcastle game, where Kelleher messed up at the end, and we drew in the end.
Ali doesn't mess up.
Ali doesn't mess that up.
Yeah, but Kelleher was sound for the whole game.
Yeah, 100%.
Exactly. And then the other one is the Robbo deflection. Even there, Kelleher's close to it. You've seen Ali make freak saves like that all the time.
Yeah, 100%.
Like he could have done.
He could.
He may not have, and is one of those edge ones where he probably doesn't, but there's a chance he does, and that's the fine margin above that level, which is why he's the best in the world, and Kelleher's second best in the world. I would say that with a slight bit of, I'm completely joking because Courtois once again saved Real Madrid from losing like 7-0 last night.
Did it?
Like insane, double saves, triple saves.
Well, I've seen everyone complaining why didn't he play better because he seems to have the best game of his life against Liverpool.
Oh, he played well. Like they were lucky it was 3-0. He did play really well. Obviously 2 free kicks, and then the third one was just.
I started watching June Prophecy last night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry.
Out and over. That's what he was doing instead. So it's only our second defeat this season, yet the reaction from it feels like we've lost like every game this year, which is ridiculous. A large part of it felt like the back line just being a bit loose. Curtis at right back, worked first game, struggled second. I again didn't watch it. I want to know your opinion.
I don't know if struggles the right word because they didn't even target him, like taken on wise. I don't think he played badly. Obviously, he made a mistake on that touch, but it happens. But I think it went down the right side more than it did the left.
Fair.
In my opinion.
Is that right side to cross in to the left though?
Maybe.
Like potentially. I'm just thinking out loud rather than anything.
I think it's to do with Salah. I think it's to do with the fact that Robertson didn't want to go too far forward because he's still got Mark Salah.
Mm.
And if we get him on the counter, then Salah scores.
Fair.
Like that recent Brandon Williams interview.
Yeah.
Shit. Saying that he pocketed Salah when he used to play for Norwich or whatever, but he was like,
Salah scored.
Did Salah score and assist that game?
Well, he said it though.
Yeah.
I saw it. It was like, I'll pocket him that one game. It's like, all right, yeah. Like, he did score an assist, but I got him.
And then they explained the goal.
What do you mean?
He was up the pitch,
basically.
and like Ali just kicked it to Salah.
Surprised that's not actually the Man United at home.
But I think that's why I don't know that it does happen a fair bit.
Yeah. No, I allow that. And then obviously just to round it off, didn't get the win, but good spirit to get a goal from Diaz at least.
Yeah.
And Bradley coming back on. Instant assist. Probably the shining light out of the whole game.
But this is another example of like we've had our injuries.
Mm.
we haven't had a right back for a couple of weeks now.
Yeah.
A proper right back. Well, longer than that because Kwanzaa's been playing there as well.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't had a starting right back and we played Curtis Jones there. Like, if Bradley was fit and playing, or
maybe he doesn't make a mistake.
Doesn't make the mistake. But if Trent was fit, we'd be able to grab the lines.
I saw a stat about this as well. Well, this stat, which is literally why Trent is the best right back, and why we want to keep him. In the last 3 games, Trent hasn't played. We've averaged 2.6. No, we've in total got 2.6 GA. Before that, we're averaging like 6 a game.
Yeah,
because Trent can just create
something from
anything.
Yeah,
and I literally saw it in the Everton game, and we'll get onto it in a minute. But there was moments where Salah was making his runs, and they're the ones where Trent just finds him every single time.
He just knows. He doesn't even need to look
like that. And Jones takes a second to look.
Yeah.
Moment's gone. Need to progress in a different way.
And Bradley's not like that. He's more for all 1-2, and he makes the overlap.
Oh yeah, he's a Robbo on the right back, which is what we said quite a few times. But yeah, nice to see Bradley back. Hopefully he stays fit. And then Maka again, I think, just so underrated. We made a tweet on the Dub Sessions Twitter, and Ashley basically was the most underrated. And
we didn't do Man of the Week this week,
Maka and Kelleher were the main answers there, which I kind of agree with to an extent.
Didn't you say it yourself?
Especially, I said Ibu should get his flowers as well, and he's highly rated.
Didn't you reply to yourself?
Did he?
You put it on your thing, didn't you? On your account, you replied to the Dub Sessions.
I just replied to this random podcast account.
And then, no, because I looked at it and I was waiting for Dub Sessions to then reply to him, and I'd be like, James, are you really talking to yourself? I was waiting for it.
It's only one way.
Yeah.
The two parts of the brain. It's just a one-way communication. I did think like, can I interact with myself?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's funny.
Fine. But yeah, I completely agree. Maka going under the radar a lot this season and being blamed for a lot, but also being.
I think he's not
when we're
consistent.
Poor. Yeah, when we're poor, he's not poor.
Yeah,
and when we're good, he's good. So
yeah,
that's how, as far as I would say.
He's the best centre mid in the league in that position.
Yeah. Just want to learn from, want to shrug off, move on, try not to be rusty.
Second game in the league we lost this year.
Is there a worry about rotation?
I've seen a stat like from all City's wins, they lost like at least 4 a year.
Wow.
From all their 90-point wins.
No way.
We've lost 2 so far. Like,
that's pretty good. Yeah. Does Slot need to rotate more and trust in the squad a bit more?
Yeah, I think this is why this changes next year. I don't think we have the problems we do right now next year because he has more of his own players.
Yeah, I don't think he trusts it.
No,
and I don't. I think some of the
players, by the fact that Jota and Diaz have started every single fucking game and been poor.
Both scored in the last 2 games, but still, they've missed a lot as well.
Jota up until that goal, awful,
missing, yeah,
awful.
Do you think it's fair that he doesn't trust some of the players? The main one I'm thinking about is every single time Keyes had a cameo, he has literally made something happen.
Yeah, I know
I saw that he came on the Fulham game.
Yeah.
But I don't know how well he did.
He didn't really get much of the ball, but I don't understand it either. Just give him a go. But Slot said it himself. It's unlucky for Keyes because he's getting sat.
Yeah, I get that.
That's another thing that Elliot. It's unlucky for Elliot because he's getting sat.
I get it. We're just so tired a lot.
You're not subbing Salah, and this is the issue.
No, that's fine. Sub the other 2 though.
I would play Chiesa left.
Yeah. Because he just makes things happen.
Put him up top.
He's exciting.
If you don't trust Nunes up top, put Chiesa up top.
Yeah.
Just change the game.
Literally said it in the trade session. He's a striker. And then in midfield.
It'd be interesting for me to put Harvey there.
Where? Up top?
As a 9.
Do you think?
I think it'd add an element of different.
He can bring the ball down. You could try, but he's not going to be a target man.
No, he's not going to be a target man, but to drop as he drop back 1-2s around him.
Playmake and stuff.
And if he gets the chance to shoot, if it goes to his feet.
He will.
And talk about the amount of Robbo crosses and the amount of times he crosses low, if it comes onto his left foot, it's in.
Yeah.
Whereas if Jota's there, it's not always in. They try and take a touch.
Diaz, take a touch. Yeah. No, I completely agree. I like that. I mean,
it'd be interesting. I'm not saying he would do good.
No,
it'd just be interesting to see.
And then I think one of the energy things that we need as midfield is we need the alternative, and this is where the trust comes in. Is on the 60th, the 70th, you bring on a Morton, a young energy.
I'm really hoping
Badge sprint. Yeah, Badge.
I'm really hoping Badge comes back,
because I still rate Grav as probably the surprise of the season. He's dropped off energy-wise the last few
He's
games.
been around the ground.
But literally, you think about how good he was to sit first.
Did you see
I'm not
Salah's
taking anyone
not
in the
going on
world over.
international break in June?
No.
He's not going on international break to recover from the hard season.
Wow. I mean, that's prioritising his club fitness.
As in Egypt have said it as well. They're fine.
Wow, that's crazy.
I think he had disagreements with one manager a couple of years back, and since then they've got a new manager, and he's like, he must be a Liverpool fan.
He is the king.
I reckon he's a Liverpool.
You cannot say no to the king. But yeah, we'll move on then. So cast your minds all the way back to the Everton game a week ago today. A week ago right now, they kicked off. 1-0 to the Reds. I don't know how you felt, and I don't know how the general consensus online was. Felt like we were in control pretty much the whole game, with them having spells. Or moments.
They didn't play well.
Moments rather than spells. They looked like the team that were in, 15th?
And should have been down to 10 men.
Yeah. So we'll go straight there. Very poor reffing experience.
Okay. I was watching with Dad, and Dad was unsure whether it was a red or not.
At first glance.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
And then I was like...
Because at first I was like, ooh.
And then I was like, everyone on Twitter, every fan base is saying it should have been a clear red. And then it got to half-time and Duncan Ferguson fucking said it. And I was like, he's like, oh, maybe it was definitely a red.
But that's it. Like, at first as well, I'm like, he got the ball, and I'm like, how much contact did he actually make? But there's one angle where it's just at a right angle to his leg, and Macca's leg is on the floor. And I was like, I don't know how he didn't break his leg.
Yeah, literally, I don't either.
And how...
You don't need to go through that ball like that. This is my issue with that tackle.
Well, who did the...
You don't need to go up studs in on the follow-through at all.
Ben Foster. Did you see his analysis? No. They analysed it, and they're like, obviously red.
Yeah.
But the way he's like, Tarkowski knows what he's trying to do there.
100%.
He's not trying to break his leg.
No, he's trying to...
Footballers don't do that. Footballers don't do that. He's trying to make sure Macca might have a niggle, might have to think about going into challenges, might have to... He was strong, it's Derby, he went for it. But he got it wrong. He got it wrong.
Yeah, 100%.
And he should have been recovered.
I said that.
I completely agree with that.
That's one of the things that Dad disagreed with me on. I was like, he knows what he's doing. I said that. I said he would...
Oh, 1,000%. You've done...
Okay, I leave... This is what I play football. I leave... You hit them in the first 5 minutes, they don't come back.
Yeah.
Not hit them, but
You don't try and break them. You don't try and injure them. It's nothing like that. And I genuinely believe
you can't do that with studs up. This is the issue.
I genuinely believe he wasn't trying to hurt him.
No.
And he even said, and take it with a pinch of salt, but I do understand the premise of he thought Macca was going in full Hardy. So if you think two people are going in for it fully, you have to go into it as hard as you can. I've been there, and you see someone coming, you're like, right, okay.
I don't think I believe that though.
No,
because if he thinks he's going in, why is his foot that high on the follow through?
Yeah.
If you think Macca's going to be sliding and going in full, why is your foot still following through like that?
Well, so if Macca is there, his foot doesn't follow through because they connect. That's the argument. So he's having to go fully because of the collision.
I suppose, but Macca stepped off. Someone called, I think it was Joey Barton called him a coward or whatever. You can go into challenges 50-50. He's he didn't even go into that challenge. He knew he wasn't making that ball because Macca isn't fast.
Yeah.
So he went to try and the line was better for him to try and block it.
Yeah.
Block the clearance. And that's what he tried to do. He wasn't a coward in it. He just knew, I'm not going to get there.
Well, there's a difference between Joe Barton and 90% of footballers is football intelligence rather than just being able to kick.
He was like, it's not a red card.
Being able to kick.
It's not a red card. It's good old proper football.
Good old proper football got sent off in the final game for...
It's stupid.
All the time. Well, anyway, so I think we're in. It was a red card.
I'd be really interested to see the stats of how many broken legs there are now compared to 30 years ago.
Well, they're all done by ACLs, haven't they?
Right, yeah. Broken legs, though.
Yeah, I don't think many at all. I can't remember the last one I saw horrific, other than...
And how many hammies are now
Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott broke his leg.
Yeah. There's been a few.
And that wasn't even horrible.
A few do happen.
I can't remember the last horrible one where it's like...
Cisse.
Oh yeah. That's
that was disgusting.
Yeah, that was good. Aside from the red card, which so I said poor reffing. That wasn't poor reffing from the ref.
That was from VAR.
In full speed, I accept the ref may not realise
he did have a good view, but
it's at full speed. You don't know. You don't know how much contact. You don't know anything
like that.
VAR has to overturn that.
Yeah, 100%.
Aside from that, the ref also had a shit game.
We did mention it last week, which we said Portini was going to make a mistake.
Well, yeah, we did. Literally did. The main one was, and I think it summarised a lot of what went on, was the Jota yellow card.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
and Nunes.
How many fouls were like that?
We're talking to both of them. So, literally holding Jota like in front of the line though, and then like holding. They make a challenge, ball bobbles off Jota or bobbles off them, and then the liner's like,
I don't understand how those challenges aren't given because Salah gets them like every game. I don't understand how they're not given.
So I was thinking this last night. You didn't watch it. There was a challenge, and I make massive inverted commas on Vinny Jr. last night, where Timber goes to make a challenge, gets his toe to the ball, doesn't touch Vinny. Vinny takes 2 steps
and goes down,
and then goes down holding his foot.
Yeah.
Like he literally goes to run, realizes not getting the ball, dives. Salah is literally wrestled to the ground. 100%. And they're like,
yeah, 100%.
Like, don't know why you're on the floor. It's like, what do you mean? But yeah, so it's copy and paste of what happened to Jota for him to then complain, get booked, and then people were talking more about
the booking
Jota potentially having a second yellow than the red card.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
what?
How?
If you just did your job and gave a foul, Jota wouldn't have been booked.
No, correct. And there's a reason he reacted the way he did.
100%.
Because it's so ridiculous.
It's stupid.
And then the other one, which I found harsh on Nunes.
I agree.
We'll start with
the booking.
We'll start with there first, though. So whistle went. Pickford following through.
That should have been booked.
Kicking 10 balls out.
Should have been red.
Nunes fully well knowing what he's doing.
The play stopped. I don't expect a penalty, but Pickford needs to be booked.
Well, Pickford, like he said, I knew the whistle had gone. I'm like, okay, so
how the hell have you ended up kicking?
Why did you kick him?
If you look at the video, he's nowhere near the ball.
Yeah,
he just went in to kick Nunes.
Yeah,
stupid.
So there's that. You say you agree with the yellow card?
Yeah,
gone
because he was off the pitch and the Maka told him to roll back on.
Maka didn't tell him. Maka, and I can't remember who else was there, picked him up and put him on the pitch. I'm like, Nunes is not a fault here. Like,
no, Nunes did
Maka.
Nunes rolled on.
Oh, you did roll?
He rolled, like, Maka was literally pointing to it, and then Nunes, like, went back.
Oh, okay. I seem to remember.
I agree with that booking.
Fine.
But Pickford should have been booked, whether a yellow or red, whatever. Yeah. But he, like, you just can't get away with that.
No, because then,
as I said,
10 minutes later,
I don't expect a penalty. Player stop. You can't give a penalty in that situation. But a booking needs to happen. You book players after the game. Well, you book players when they're stopped all the time. You stop playing to book a player.
If someone's training on the side and you wake up, kick them.
Yeah. If you went up and punched someone in the face, you're getting red carded.
1,000%.
So just because he's whacked someone, pretending to go for the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We mentioned they had some spells. Obviously, Beto goal ruled offside. Like thinking now, having seen both, it is a copy and paste of Muniz' goal in terms of through the legs of Kelleher, near post, all of the above. Offside, rightly so.
I'm going to just mention something quickly. Verge and Kanati both haven't been up the races. But like I've noticed Kanati being slower, but he had issues during his national break. I remember.
Yeah,
like he came for like half time as well. So I just think we are very depleted on energy right now.
Yeah, we don't have the rotation.
No.
I wonder how different it would be if you obviously had Trent, but also had Gomez.
If Gomez was fit to be able to play across that back line anywhere when we need him, it'd be so different.
And you think at the start of the season, all of the rotation we had when we had our good form, why is Simi not coming in a lot more? Like, this was the game that Robbo got red card and blasted for last time. Why not protect him? Why not put Simi in now?
It's got to be a reason, though.
Is it the whole falling out of favour thing?
Just does, yeah. For some reason doesn't trust him.
Yeah.
Also, we don't know what happens in training. We don't know how, like, managers do go off of training.
Yeah.
And how hot they are in training. So if Simi's having a bad week, or a bad couple of weeks since coming back from international.
Attitude as well, I guess.
Attitude, yeah, anything. Not that there will be, but we just don't see everything, do we?
No.
Like Nunes, you don't know what Nunes is like in training, attitude-wise, towards Slot.
Yeah.
And they're not going to publicly say things.
No.
Did you see his tweet?
Yeah, weird.
So weird. It's not I made for Twitter.
AI-generated Greek. Like, it probably was made by a Twitter fan.
Oh, 100%. He's probably seen it and stole it.
That's a bit of me, that is. I am a Greek god, even though I'm Uruguayan. You've kind of mentioned it there. So Virgil not at the races at the minute.
No. That doesn't mean he's a shit defender. Can we just get rid of this? Just because he has one or two bad games doesn't mean he's shit.
No, obviously. Yeah, we don't even mention it, but it's a joke. We're the fans. So, a couple of mistakes in the Everton game as well, which led to Beto, I think, hit the post.
Yeah.
And there was one where he got the better of him and like misjudged the bounce and flailing. Whenever he flails, it makes everything look so much worse.
It's like you.
Wow. So you're saying I make football look worse?
Yeah.
Wow, thanks.
When you go to kick a ball.
But temporary, not permanent. Or do you think there's a drop off being shown in front of our
no chance. Temporary. He can be class all year and then all of a sudden
2 shit games.
It doesn't matter.
Fine. So actually, now I've got a note saying let's look at the key talking points, which I think we have.
Also, I think if these contract talks get done, it'll be better for us.
Yeah.
You again, like they're humans.
It's faith.
You don't know what's happening outside. You don't know if the contract talks are in his head, stressing him out. Like, am I going to be able to sign again?
Am I good enough? Oh, is this me falling over?
Yeah. Am I going to get that contract now? Like, you don't know. Once they're done, I think it will relax everyone in that dressing room a bit more.
So the last thing to talk about, talking point wise, was our goal. Offside?
No.
Why?
Because he didn't feel fair.
I'm not against that. I just want you to explain for the people. Explain the situation. Explain all.
Basically, Diaz was stood behind. Diaz was in an offside position.
Yeah.
Gravenberch tried to pass to him. It didn't get to him.
Anyway,
he didn't flinch. He didn't even. He just kept I think he just carried on. His body motion just carried on.
Oh, but at the point of it actually happening, he was stationary. He didn't even move. He just went.
He just knew he was offside, so he didn't flinch. Tarkowski makes the error by trying to boot it away because he's saying that Diaz made him do that. No, he didn't. If you know he's offside, why are you doing that?
Yeah, he said it. I didn't know he was offside. Which I'm just like, well,
and then my other
professional football player,
he shouldn't even be on the pitch anyway.
And that too.
I kept saying to it, like when people are blowing this bit up, they're so lucky. That player should not have been on the pitch.
Correct.
So why is this a discussion when that is a lot worse than an offside?
Correct.
That is not actually an offside. And VAR actually got that one right.
Yeah, and the whole thing is the interfering. If we start giving offsides for mentally interfering with people,
you could just claim he's mentally interfered with me. But
where does it stop? So think about who was it? Oh, was it Arsenal against Everton the weekend? I think. I think it was Erdegaard kept standing in front of Pickford whenever they had a free kick.
Yeah,
and kept Martinelli kept blocking Pickford from setting up his wall. He is in an offside position the whole time.
Yeah,
mentally, is Pickford going to be thinking about him? I'm like, he's offside.
When people try and put each other off on penalties.
Yeah, completely.
It's a mental game. You can't use that. Sorry.
No, I completely agree. Good to win that derby, considering the last one. And
it was as bad of a refereeing decision, and we still won. Yeah. This is what we're saying, Arsenal.
We should have won that as well, save for the last minute of the game.
We still win the games when it goes against us.
Yeah, right. And good that Jones had his moment. He was class.
He was really good that game.
So good. And the fact that it's off the back of his red card is good.
Yeah.
Nice. Anything to add? Move on. So West Ham at the weekend. It's a preview now. So West Ham at home. Can you remember the last 2 scores we had against them?
5-0?
Yeah.
6-0?
No.
5-1.
Correct. So 5-0 in the Prem and 5-1 in the Cup. Both pre-Christmas. So I think maybe one was just after Christmas.
One was just after
New Year's, wasn't it? They've had a mixed results recently, drawing against Bournemouth, which is probably a decent result. Beat Arsenal, that was with the red card. Had a few losses against teams they shouldn't lose to. He's gone straight for the score. Of course he has. Why am I surprised? They're sat in 16th. They should avoid relegation.
Yeah.
Is there something to play for?
No.
Why are they here? Well, as a team. You know what I mean? This is the part of the season where teams start to not have anything to play for.
Yeah.
Other than being the team that made something happen elsewhere.
Liverpool not win the league.
Yeah, correct. So
and at Anfield, getting a win at Anfield.
Do they hate Liverpool or Arsenal more?
Yeah.
I think they hate Arsenal more.
Yeah, they got Rice. But then do they want Rice to win it?
No, they don't. They hate Rice. They really hate Rice. 4-0, baby. Let's go. In all seriousness, though, so
if they are playing well,
4-0. I was going to say, how do you see it panning out? So 4-0 dominance, or we're currently obviously low energy.
I just think
you see it bounce back, and you don't see it being an issue again.
Yeah, I feel like we'll bounce back. We'll get a goal or two, and then we'll just control and make, and then a couple crosses or like someone off the bench. I think another reason we haven't rotated more is because we haven't been in a position of winning 2 or 3-0 recently, and I think that's where he does normally rotate. Whereas earlier on, we'd be up 2 goals, so it's not as bad like earlier in the season. So he'd rotate more, and I think that's another reason why we haven't. Even though, in a way, it should be why he is.
Yeah, it's
if you know what I mean.
Both go hand in hand, don't they? You rotate to save players when you're in a safe position.
So if we were like winning 2-0 on all these games, Grab could have come off at 70 minutes every single game for Endo every single game instead of leaving it until like later on.
Just throwing it back slightly to the Fulham game again. There was slightest feeling in me when Maka scored in the 12th minute to bring Endo on straight away. We never lost when Endo's not been on the pitch, so I was tempted. Thank you.
I don't know what he's about to say. He's currently drinking the rest of my water.
Yeah, I had a bit of cold, so I've got a throaty throat. Oh yeah, I shouldn't. Apologies.
Not drinking anymore.
My glass now. So their threats: Kudus, Bowen, and Keta probably.
Yeah, Keta's dirty. Can't stand Keta.
They all have.
Fast footballer, but
they all have the ability to do something. Is my issue.
I like Bowen.
It could have been a Liverpool there. So. If his age is now getting an issue, but he always scores against us. Always.
I just think we'll be all right. I think Bradley starts. I'm hoping Bradley starts.
Well, let's go straight.
More of a rest.
I'll say my score first. So I think we're going to win 2-0.
4-0.
2-0. I think. Well, firstly, actually, before we get to this, what's wrong with Ali?
Concussion. Protocol's 21 days after you get it.
So when's he back?
I don't know, maybe this week. It might be this week, but it's 21 days after.
I know that's Kelleher, but I think we need to.
Like, he's completely fine, but it's just protocol.
Ali in goal. Bradley.
Mm-hmm.
Can I imagine? If Robbo's fit, Robbo. If he's low energy, he's against Kudus. I would go Simi.
Bowen plays on the right, don't he?
I thought Bowen's down the middle. They haven't got Antonio anymore. It's Paqueta, Bowen, Kudus.
I've always thought Bowen played for the right for some reason.
They might have like a flow thing where they go with each other, but I would be tempted by Simi simply for the extra yard of pace against Kudus.
If it's Kudus, then yeah, I'll get that.
Grav does slot in. I would want to see if he's low energy, dropping out earlier for an
Endo. We'll be 3-0 Bowen, so yeah.
Yeah, fine. Makashobo or Maka Jones or Jones Shobo? Stick him.
They'll be more attacking than Everton and Fulham, I reckon.
Yeah, they should do.
I reckon.
Well, Fulham's probably harsh because Fulham's quite attacking.
Yeah. But they still low block. Like, they got us on counters most of the time. And our mistakes.
Yeah. If we cut out our mistakes,
we cut out our mistakes, we would have won that game.
We win that too.
It was literally like Jones's mistake.
Right.
Like, the only goal they had was their goal that was decent.
Yeah.
The others were off.
Better quality.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like.
And then, so those three, Salah obviously.
Yeah.
I want Gakpo on it in fluidly.
Gakpo left. I'd start Diaz up top.
Is Nunes fit?
Nunes is fit.
I'll shove him in now.
I want to shove Nunes, but he won't do it. Oh, if this is what I want, I'd start Nunes.
Yeah. Because I just want energy. I want to change it.
Energy.
More passion. More energy. Cool. Move on?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to speak a lot less, which is lovely for my throat. Because we're at the game. James's Challenge or the Andy Robbo for today. Are you ready?
Yes.
Please, can you name every player who received a medal the last time we won the league? I have 26 names. If it's not complete, tell me who I've missed. I've got it from the official source, but I may be wrong.
Ali.
And remember, before we go, remember this podcast. So if you could just communicate when you're thinking.
Going keepers. Ali.
Oh no, I got rid of a column where I could tick people off. Don't look on the screen.
All right, James is ill prepared.
Go for it.
For the,
Ali.
Ali.
You're correct.
Kelleher.
Correct.
Adrian.
Adrian. I literally did that at work today. Adrian.
Is that correct?
That is correct. Sorry.
Trent.
Correct.
Gomez.
Correct.
Burge.
Correct.
Robbo.
Correct. I'm trying to keep up here.
What was it? Did I say Gomez? I said Gomez.
Yes, you did.
That's it.
Correct.
This is going to be interesting.
So,
cover.
So
I don't think we didn't have Simi. Simi. Who was our left back cover? I'm going crazy.
it's kind of a trick question.
Milner.
Correct.
Henderson. I'm just going to midfield now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fabinho.
Yep.
Mane, Firmino, Salah.
Yeah.
Origi.
Yeah. Doing well so far.
Elliot.
Yeah. Just.
Trying to be on Rams. They do what?
While you're thinking,
Yeah.
Keep thinking. Don't listen to me.
Jones.
Fine. There's one on here which I know he will not get. So you're going to get 25.
Oh, that's. How I give you 25? I can't remember our team. This is crazy.
Just let me,
No, it's really.
Shaq, was it? Just let me know when you want to start getting hints.
Trying to think of like right back and left back covers.
So
We had Gomez, Matip, Van Dijk at the back.
Yeah.
Did we have a fourth one?
Did we?
Do they count though? Like, did we buy? When did we buy? When did we have our shortage? No, that was a year after we bought them.
Yeah. And why did we have a shortage?
So they all got injured.
Or
Huh?
Or
We sold them.
who?
Who did we set? Lovren.
Lovren. I think of how we got. So you have got all of the first teamers consistently, bar
That's great.
2.5.
2.5.
One of them's half. Because it feels harsh to say.
Who do we have?
Maybe 3.5 actually. Yeah. So who do we have at right back?
Trent and. Oh my god, this is gonna kill me.
Yeah. You know it as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna know every single player on that list. This is why I'm annoyed.
So who was fighting Trent for a right back?
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to think of. It was 6 years ago, James.
Do you want a clue for them?
Oh, I don't want one because I'll look weak. I'll go on.
They still play in the Prem.
It's not Klein, is it? Klein did not win it with us. No, I was going to say we got rid of him before that. Oh, fucking Nico Williams.
Because it's Nico Williams.
Oh, I hate myself. It's pathetic.
That's all right. It's like, that doesn't. My clue didn't give you that. Though.
Yes, it did straight away.
Yeah. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more players.
5 more players on.
Plus the 6 that you don't know.
5 more players.
Think about rotational now. You're pretty much all on the bench bar one player.
Did we have many? We had Sherman. Yeah.
We've spoken about one of them today. In great praise from us. Maybe not from a lot of people.
Huh?
That's probably spinning you a yarn, but
yeah. I was going to say.
In our very first intro of this pod, we spoke about a player.
Salah?
No.
So we spoke about, I've already said him. I do not know.
So there are no defenders left. It's all midfield.
All midfield?
Other than the one you don't know. All midfield.
Bruce was in the Champions League squad.
Who was our main three? Midfielders. For that whole entire...
Genie, Fab and Hendo. I've said all of them.
You haven't said Genie.
I swear I said Genie.
We can play it back. Play.
No, I'm not doing that.
There was no clip.
I swear I said Genie.
I don't think you did, but maybe you did when I was trying to keep up.
Yeah. It was when I went Milner, Hendo, Fab, Genie. I went in that.
Maybe you did. I'll take that. So you've got 4 that I know you know. 1 you will never get.
We'll never get. That's really challenging.
1 you'll never get and never played for us. but got a medal because of a technicality, which you won't get.
I
promise you, you do not know his name. I was like, who is this guy? And he managed to get one.
What position?
Goalkeeper slash coach.
Slash coach?
Essentially. I can't remember the actual
details.
Go on. Go on. If you get it, I'm going to be so impressed.
I know him as well. I do know this name. Fuck.
I mean, keep thinking of the others first. It might come to you. You're not meant to think about the same thing too long because it won't come to you. So,
what? Just midfielders?
You've got 4 midfielders. One is very beautiful. 2 are very beautiful. Well, that's so to say.
I know Fabini.
Who used to come on for who used to come on for Mane or Salah? Same midfielders, but they used to help out everywhere.
I don't actually know.
Or 2 went to Southampton.
Oh, Lallana.
Correct. And the king of the Carabao Cup.
Oh, Minamino.
Minamino. Because Jurgen Klopp has only ever won a title with a Japanese player in his team.
So what, 2, 3?
You got 3 more. No, 2 are guaranteed.
This goalkeeper is going to annoy me because it's like, does it begin with an M or not?
I don't know his first name. No, it does not.
I know who it is, but and then 2 midfielders. Are they youngsters or starters? The midfielders.
They are middle-aged men.
Yeah, now or at the time of winning?
At the time of winning.
Middle-aged men. I don't know, tell me.
One married a pop star.
Oh, so Chamberlain. For fuck's sake, I hate myself. I should know all of these. I do know all of these. I really like
And the last one, you may forget he ever played for us because he rarely was fit.
Tiago.
Same bit though. Wait, with my yes for say it in the Scouse way.
Huh?
Say it in the Scouse way.
I don't actually know. I can't remember.
Who was always
just thinking about Tiago.
Always injured and can't believe every single
case of
Naby
lad. Fuck's sake.
Right, you got last chance to get this goalie.
I do know him though. I know his face. Because I swear he brought him from Russia or something.
Harvey also got a Premier League medal, even though he didn't play enough games.
I said Harvey.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm figuring out why he got a Premier.
Oh, I know his fucking face. So God, we even got him from like a Belgian or Russian league or something.
Oh, I don't think we did, by the way. He's very much English and he has only ever played in England.
I swear. Oh.
Would you like to know his name?
Yeah, go on.
Andy Lonergan.
Yes.
Damn.
Where do we get him from? Where do we get him from?
So he got him from. I don't know.
Well, it would have been Middlesbrough then.
Well, free transfer, so it would have been
Leeds or Middlesbrough.
There, Middlesbrough.
Oh, I didn't know that one. I didn't know that. I was thinking of another guy.
He played for us twice. And he got a European Super Cup, a FIFA Club World Cup, and a Premier League medal.
Nice.
Solid.
Oh, I did shit on that.
You really didn't. You only didn't get 5 people without hints.
I know them all.
They're easy ones you forgot, though.
No, I did shit.
Oh, he's so hard on himself, isn't he? It's meant to be a game, mate. God. What's your moment of the week? Mine is Ben beating himself up about being rubbish at a game.
Yeah, car.
Oh, please don't. We didn't actually ask you guys, so apologies for that. We've done that a couple of times, but yeah, I got Mac's goal down here.
Yeah, it's got them.
I got also that even though Liverpool lost, Arsenal only gained 1 point because they also drew.
Yeah.
And Everton helped us win the league twice in 1 week.
Yep.
And my final one is positive contract talks between Salah and Virgil. Probably is the moment of the week, especially if it gives them a bit of a faith boost.
What time is it? Because we could go off here in like 10:30 now.
Yeah, so true, actually.
Well, not at the club, but
Are you happy with that? Nothing to add?
Nope.
Well, thank you again for joining us for this episode of Dub Session Podcast. Interact on socials and give us feedback and tell us what you like, what you don't like. What's your favourite games? I've now made up about 13, so go and listen to all of them and tell me which ones are shit and which ones are good. Just keep interacting on socials and keep following. We'll try and keep putting content out for your faces, and we always make the promise, but we'll try and get some people on at some point. Obviously,
now he's get
guests from home, but we'll see what we can do. I've been James.
I've been Ben.
And you've been listening to the Dub Session Podcast. Wait, don't forget to leave a 5-star review, like, rating, and subscribe. You'll never walk alone. See you driving.